Today, just we would like to continue with the yesterday's topic because some one or two topics are left out in the yesterday's discussion. But the major topic which we are trying to discuss will be the string operations, which are relevant to an array of characters. So we will discuss all the possible string operations and how we make use of the predefined functions related to the strings. Okay, that is the objective of the today's class. So let me start with the basic. No, yesterday just a revision, right? How to access the first point. How to access address of a characters. Can anybody tell? So already I have discussed in yesterday how to access the address of a character of the character array. The method. Anybody from the class? Suppose I have char. Let me rewrite character. Maybe some a of 20. Then maybe Ramarao, right? Yesterday already I have written. Same thing I'm writing here. Yeah, how do you access the address of individual characters? Can anybody would like to add something to it? I wanted to print address. So there are two methods, right? There are two methods of accessing the address of the arrays, or other. There are two methods for accessing the addresses. Addresses of array actually need not to be character array, any array. Addresses of array elements. That is more meaningful. So first one is called, the method is name of the array plus index, basically. Okay, where index varies from. Can anybody tell where it varies from 0 to size minus 1?
Size.
Yes or no? Size minus 1, not size. Yesterday we have to say a of 20 means index start from 0 and set what?
90.
Very good. The second method is called ampersand of. Same or not? Is it okay to print
Yes, sir.
the addresses of the any element of the array? You have two possibilities to make use, to print either using the name of the array plus index number, or else ampersand of a of I. Anything is okay. Then also we discuss something called base address of an array. Can anybody define what is the base address? Yesterday already I have discussed about it. What do you mean by base
Of
address?
A of 0.
Sorry?
The starting address.
I give an example of again a of, yeah, very good. So base address is basically starting address. So what is the name of the base address here? What is the name of the base address here in this particular
A of 0.
declaration? A, not a of 0. A of 0 is a value. A itself is an address. That is what I said yesterday. And we are talking about the base address,
Yes.
right? Yes or no? So
Yes,
you
sir.
should remember this. Never make a mistake. Every array name. So in our case, it is an A, is base address. So don't forget this. Base address of that array. Whatever array you are trying to declare. So address of the first location, just now somebody mentioned. Address of first location is called base address of another. Okay. Other way. If array name is A, if array name is A, then base address is also A. Is it clear? So is it allowed or not? A double plus. Tell me. A double plus is allowed or not? Already I mentioned this one also yesterday. Can I modify content of the A? Respond. A could be 1000. Can I modify 1000 to 1001? Respond fast.
Yes, sir.
Not. It is not possible. Yesterday I said no. It is a constant. A is a base address and it is getting the property of a constant. We cannot modify the base address. If at all you wanted to go to the next address, you should add a plus 1, but a plus plus is invalid. Okay, so a plus plus is invalid. We cannot modify base address of the array. That you must remember. We cannot. These are the outcomes of the yesterday's class. Just I'm trying to write again, so that no, yesterday I did not complete the class due to some work. I could not continue. So we cannot modify base address of the array. This you must remember. Your important point. We cannot modify base address of the array. It is a constant pointer. Otherwise, you can call it is a constant pointer, because point is nothing but which can hold an address. So A is address only. So you can consider it is an address basically. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are moving to the today's class. This is what yesterday's outcome. Now what we have discussed, you must remember all these points. Now today's class we start with a string operation. So I start with the very first is how to display a string in the C program. Displaying a string, because format specifier is different for the strings. So let me declare a string declaration, something like this, where I'm not mentioning the size of the array, because right hand side I'm writing some text. Maybe Ramarao, I'm keep on taking the same text so that you will not get confused. So backslash n is not required because null character will be the terminating point for the string. Now I want to display the Ramarao by using a printf statement. You can use the format specifier as %s. I think in the beginning classes I might have given, but I never used it. For the first time I'm using. Now when %s is used, you're supposed to give only the base address. Even though base address is address of the first character, whenever you try to mention the %s as the format specifier, till the null character from the base address, whatever text was there, that is going to be printed on the screen. Is it clear? Even though the A is belong to the capital R, because % is used, till the null character, whatever text is there, that is going to be printed by the %s. There are two ways. Let me give one more the case. %s. Can anybody tell what it is going to print? Respond. What will be the output of this printf? Go on. First, what is a plus 1? What is the address of the a? What do you mean by a plus 1? Address of which character it is?
A.
Yeah, so because % is used, now base address is a plus 1. So from where it is going to print the text? A onwards, isn't it? So this is your output. R will be ignored. From the base address till the null character, the entire text is going to be processed by the computer. Is it clear? Now, can anybody tell what is the output of this?
MARAO.
MARO. Yeah.
MA space I'm not mentioning. Yeah. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I think you can try some more, but I'm writing something like this: %print %s, maybe a of 5. Not %s, it should be C now, because a of 5 is a character. So what is a of 5 in the given string?
R.
Space.
Because yeah, this is 0 index, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Where is 5 is pointing? Is it not capital R?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is how you should understand. So before you respond, try to assess how it is going to be. Now I'm trying to give you one more option: printf %u a. What is going to print? What it is going to print? Assuming that your string is something like this, memory is created, RAMA space RA or null character. Maybe, yeah. Then this will be 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Now, can you tell me what is percentile UA is going to print? What is going to print? I said percentile U is used for what purpose? To print addresses, no?
Address
So what will be the address for the A?
1000.
Very good. So when I am using percentile U, 1000 is going to print. When I am using percentile S, it is going to print the text. You must understand the difference. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now one more option. Printf percentile C star A. What do you mean by star A?
Value at A.
Yeah, what is the value at A? What is A? A is 1000. Value at 1000 is what?
Capital R.
Very good. So that is how you should understand. Now finally I am trying to print one more case. Percentile C A of 8. What is going to print?
Null character.
So null is a non-printable. You cannot see. Null is, it is a non-printable means like a space. If you type a space in the document or in computer, you find anything on the screen?
No.
Enter, if you type, do you see anything on the screen?
No.
Yeah, this is called non-printable character. Okay. So nothing is going to be printed. Means it might be printing, but we cannot see it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So nothing is printed. I should say nothing. It is printing, but it is a non-printable character. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now I'm trying to give you some predefined string functions. String functions which are predefined. Okay. String functions. The first one is called strlen. This is a predefined function. The second function is called strcpy. This is called string copy, the full name. Then third one is called strcat, which is called string concatenation, the full form. Then fourth one is called strcmp, string comparison. This is the fourth one. Fifth one is called strrev, string reversal. This is the sixth one. Okay. To make use of all these string functions which are predefined, to make use of all these predefined functions, all these predefined functions, we must use string.h header file. Example, you should write this way: hash include along with your stdio.h. You should write string.h. Just a minute, I'm getting a call. I'll be back in a minute. Fine. So these are the predefined functions related to the string operation in the C programming. So to make use of all these functions, you must include the string.h header file at the beginning of the program. Otherwise, we are not, because this header file is going to have a function declaration for all this particular. No, I gave only 5, but still some more are there. I should write etc. But widely used string operations are these 5. There are some more are there. String str will be there. I think string concatenation, like one more we have. So I think this 5 is sufficient to understand right now. So let me go with one by one each and every type of the string function. First, let me take string length function. All are small letters only. The syntax is very simple. Source, where source indicates a base address of an array. Base address of array, because we are talking about the array of characters. String is nothing but only a characters. Whenever a source is mentioned, you should simply give the base address of that particular string, so that you can able to print the length of the given string. So in our case, you can say source can be a character array, something like, let me write here, source can be character array. Okay, character array, and string length function finds strlen function finds the length of a string. Length of a string. Every character in string is counted except null character. Every character in the string is counted except the null character. Okay, some examples I'll give it to here. Let me take the first example. strlen. You can give, or directly you can write text inside the box also. There is nothing wrong. Can anybody tell what is the output of this? What is the output? I think A will be there. Yeah. Every character is counted. Can you count how many characters are there in the given string except null character? How many are there? Respond.
Sir, 8 including space.
Yes, very good. So the output will be 8 actually. Let me take, because not to have a confusion with numbers. So let me have A, B, C, D. Again, strlen, double quotes, 7892, some random I'm taking. Every digit is also a character for the computer when you try to write within the double quotes. So every string is represented by, within a double quotes. Anything you write within the double quotes is the string. 7892 is also string. Can you tell me what is the output for this particular string?
4, sir. 4.
Sorry? How much?
4, sir.
Very good. It is 4. Now let me give one more option, strlen. Within a double quotes, I'm simply writing some special characters. Maybe this is a bracket. Can you tell me what will be the length? What will be the length? Respond.
4, sir.
Very good. It is a 4. Then I'm going to write $2. What is the output?
3.
3, sir.
Then I'm giving one more example, string length. Nothing is written inside this. Simple, there's no space even, right? So you might, so something like this. What is the output? Respond. Only double quotes also you are allowed to write. There's nothing wrong in that. In that case, it is a 0 is an output because there's no string is given between the double quotes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it will print a 0. Now, widely used one is we try to declare some array with some name, maybe some Rajesh, some name randomly I'm taking. Then strlen of A. What is the output?
6, sir.
Very good. Okay. So in the above 7 or 6 examples, what we have assumed is if at all you simply write double quotes opening and closing bracket, indicates is an empty string. which is something new, right? Which we should not forget actually. Length is 0 for int. That you must remember. Length is 0. I should write separate. The length is 0. Then comes, I'm going to string length 7892. Can you tell me what is the length here?
4.
There's an error. Why error? Can anybody tell?
No double quotes, sir.
Yeah, 7892 is a number. Is a number. It is not an array of character. It's a number, and it is not an array of characters. I think in the very beginning I wrote string is nothing but it has to be array of character, not an array of characters. That's why it is invalid, or that's why it gives an error. It rises error, whatever it is. Is it clear? So from this you can say parameter must be a string. Parameter must be string, but not number. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how the predefined function strlen can be used. Now second one, strcpy. Strcpy. The syntax will be you have two different sources. I should not say sources. One is called target parameter, other one is called a source parameter. So try to remember, first is target, next one is the source. So you can understand what do you mean by copy? String str copy, string copy. You are trying to copy the text of one array to the other array, which was garbage. So it is something like I have char a of maybe college. What is the length of the a?
7.
What is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7? Fine. Then what is the size of the b? What is the size of the b?
10.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. COLLEGE null character, and this is a, the starting one. Again I have one more. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is a b. What are the contents in the b after declaring these two declaration statements?
Garbage, sir.
Yeah, it's the garbage basically. Okay, the garbage, not only one place, entire array. Entire array has garbage. Entire array is garbage. Now I wanted to copy the text college from the array A into the array B. Can I do it or not? You tell me. In terms of the capacity, the length of the A is 7 bytes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Including null character, how many bytes?
8.
8 bytes. So destination or a target must be of at least how much length you are expecting?
8.
8. So B is 8 or more than 8? Which one
More than 8.
is it acceptable or not?
Yes, sir.
So simply I can perform strcpy b comma a. Later you can simply write printf percentile s then b. You can expect. What is the output you'll get?
College.
What is the output?
College.
Yeah, so whenever there is a copy is happening, COLLEGE null character, the two places are unused. Two locations are unused, not an issue. So whenever you're trying to print B, null character is also getting copied. So that is the reason till null character only it will process. Even though there is some garbage here, these two locations has got garbage. So garbage can be printed if this null character is not there. You are able to follow what I'm trying to tell? So null character is such an important point in the strings. Whenever you want to display, if there is no null character, the garbage is going to be printed. Instead of college, you might see some Able to hear me, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think power has no, gone again like yesterday, but I joined with my mobile data. But let us wait for 10-15 minutes, not more than that. Let me share the screen again. Just a minute. So fine. So you're able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever you are trying to print the contents of the B, even though the B has more the length than the required string, because of the null character, remaining garbage numbers will not be printed. So null character is playing such an important role, which will make the user or programmer to see the results what is expected. If a null character is missing, it is going to print some random data or garbage kind of thing, which is very difficult to understand. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So let me have the statement about this string copy. Source can be character array, or string directly within double quotes you can write. There's nothing wrong, which I have not mentioned there. And whereas target must be, is more important, must be a character array. The source we have an option, two options are there, but the destination you have only one option. It must be a character array. I'll tell you an example. So strcpy function copies a string into an array. The full definition of this. strcpy function copies a string into an array. So it is something like which I'm not supposed to do it. strcpy where I have some B is an array of characters. I can simply write university. Is it allowed or not? You tell me. Provided I have a char B of 20. Is it allowed or not? Respond. What is going to happen? The string university is going to be copied into B. When I'm declaring the char B of 20, I'm going to get a memory of 20 locations, which is very difficult to write all locations, but assuming this is 0, this is 19th location, then UNIVERSITY, something like the null character. So these are all unused locations. The garbage remains continuous, but unused locations. Whenever you're trying to print %s b, what is going to be the output? Respond. What is going to be the output?
University.
University. Very good. Now I'll give you a second option. Suppose char a of 5 strcpy. Sorry, this is a comma, maybe engineering. Then I'm trying to print. What will be the output? How many locations A is going to be allocated?
5.
Total 5, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is base address is A, maybe 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, where basically A, this is 1000. It will point here. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell me what is the output here now?
ENGIN. That's it.
Yeah, ENGI only. Even N is also not there. Because if your target string length is lesser than the source length, then till except null character, whatever length is available, those many number of characters only getting copied. It means ENGI null character. That's it. So output will be ENGI. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is how it is going to work. Then the option of using the other way is something like this. Whenever you wanted to declare an array, let me have in Hyderabad. Is it okay or not? You tell me. Is it acceptable or not? Is it valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid, right? Perfectly valid. You're going to get 4 locations. HYD null character. Okay. Suppose I have alternative. This is other way. Okay. I should not write or, but other way. Char A of 10. A is equal to Hyderabad. Is allowed? You tell me based on your knowledge. So far, pointers and others you have discussed. Now you tell me is it acceptable or not. If you really remembered our initial classes, you must be able to tell the answer for this particular declaration. Is it valid or invalid? Respond. Is valid or invalid? Is. What should I write? A is a variable or constant? You tell me. A is a variable or constant, even though it is an array name. What I told in the beginning, yesterday's class? What it says?
Constant.
So can you do any modification of the constant during the execution of the program?
No.
No, so it is an invalid. Whenever you wanted to assign a string, during the declaration only you have an option. Later you would like to assign this way, this is not correct. And sometime I wanted to declare an array with a garbage, and in between I wanted to copy Hyderabad into the A. What is the method you should follow? The only option is left out. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you wanted to declare an array of characters with a garbage, later in the program you wanted to update some text in that, you have only option to update will be strcpy. You simply cannot do A is equal to within double quote Hyderabad. Is it clear? Is it okay or not? Tell me. Respond.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Then one more. I would like to give some examples. Actually, there are different examples are there. Third one I will take actually. Copy is over, but one option is there. I just wanted to tell you the exercise kind of thing. It is not homework. It is no homework. I should say the usage. I have a character. Let me have an example. You try at home and tomorrow you tell me. We have a 2 arrays. Both are garbage. And try to tell me the output of this after executing in your, if at all you have a laptop or desktop. You tell me the output of this. Is it clear? So this is your homework. Is it okay? To understand better way, if at all a string copy is used in this fashion, what could be the output? Is it okay? The second example. This is one. This is second one. I can explain, but I think you should try at least something. If you do on your own, it will be good for you. I have total 3 arrays now. Then during the execution, I simply do string copy, maybe A, maybe Shankar is the name. Then I have string copy again, maybe Dayal. Then I have one more string copy, maybe Sharma, Shankar Dayal Sharma, something like that. Then I wanted you to understand str. Actually, it's the string cat I am supposed to explain. It is string concatenation, no, basically. Okay, let me not put this way. It is basically the example is meant for string concatenation. First, let me explain the string concatenation, then I'll come back here. Okay, let it be like this only. This example you can take for the second, the thing which I'm going to explain. So maybe strcat. This is string concatenation. A comma strcat b comma c. This also you can try, but for this you need some explanation. I will try to give here. So third, the predefined function will be strcat, string concatenation. It also needs source and destination. Actually, I should not say source and destination. Source 1, source 2. That is how I should write it. Where when you try to perform string concatenation, source 1, source 2 means source 2 is going to be concatenated with the source 1. That is how it is going to work. So let me give an example. Character maybe some a of 20 is equal to Shankar. I think already I am giving the same example here. Maybe character b, not, yeah, it will be a 10. It's a garbage. strcat a comma b. Then you try to printf percentile s a. Can anybody tell what is the? I should write here also. There's something wrong here. I should define. Then only concatenation is going to happen. Shankar Dayal. Okay. Can you tell me what is the output here? Make sure that the sizes are also equally important. Wantedly, I just made the B is less in size, A is more in size. What is the reason here now? The contents of the B are going to be concatenated with the contents of A, and A is going to be modified. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what could be the A now? What
Shankar
is A
Dayal.
now? Right, Shankar. Assuming there is a space here, okay, even though I just then Dayal. So whenever you try to perform the string concatenation, make sure that the source 1 will have a sufficient space after its current contents so that the source 2 contents can be accommodated. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, like similar to the previous example, it will have whatever the length is available till that only it will be concatenated. Otherwise, it will be same string. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That how can I use A comma B comma C? Just now I gave in the previous example. Suppose I have here C of 10 Sharma. Because syntax says you have a source 1 and source 2, but here how many sources are there? How many sources?
3,
But how, as per syntax, how many it must be?
2.
But I wanted to add all three. I want Shankar Dayal Sharma, which are available in 3 cases. How to use it? I think that is what example I gave, isn't it? The second example in the previous one. That you need to try. Homework I gave here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then fourth one, string comparison. This is also very most important and widely used in our day-to-day applications. I will tell you. The syntax is source 1 comma source 2. So here The functionality of this is simply it will compare two strings. Okay, so it is going to return means the return value. If you wanted to print some return value of this, what it is going to return? It returns difference between first non-matching character, between first non-matching characters. What does it mean? I'll say just in a minute. Non-matching character, I'll tell you. Suppose I'm using a syntax, something like string a comma b, or comparison a comma b. I'm trying to printf, actually printf the return value. It is something like printf percentile d. Now I'm trying to print the percentile d strcmp a comma b. This is how it's meaning actually. So what is the result for me? There are three cases. String a can be greater than string b, string a can be less than string b, string a can be equal to the string b. There are three possibilities are there. So whenever string a is greater than b, always you are going to get a positive value. If you are going to get string 1 is lesser than the second one, then it's called negative value. Otherwise 0 is a positive. Now the question is how strings are going to be compared and how do you know which string is greater and all. So I give an example. So let me have example 1. strcmp. So first string will be Rama, second string will be Rajesh. Can you tell me which string is greater and which string is lesser now?
Rajesh is great.
Why?
It has more characters now, sir.
Yeah, that is what the mistake, right? Never the string comparison never compares the number of or length of the it is not going to what it is return. It returns what is showing here. Just read the statement. It returns. Read out.
Difference between first
Non-matching character. So what is the first character in this one and in this one?
R.
R and R. So there is no. It's a not first character. Next one is
A.
A and A. Third one is
MJ.
now. Are they matching?
No.
Now you tell me M is greater or J is greater? In terms of ASCII value, I gave, that is what I'm telling. A to Z, we have 97 to 122, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So J is going to get higher value or M is going to higher value? You tell me. J will come after the M or M will come after the J, which is right in alphabets. I think I should ask school kids, right? You are taking so much of time. Which one will come later? M will come later or J will come later?
M.
So which one is greater now?
M.
M is greater than J. Now M ASCII value, do you know? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay, up to M only I'm writing because this is 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. Just a minute. This is 107, this is 108, this is 109. So what is the value of M? 109. What is the value of J?
106.
So what is the result?
3.
Is it not positive? Is it not positive now?
Yes, sir.
So it will print a 3 basically, the statement. It will print a 3. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll give the other way. Example 2. strcmp Rajesh Rama. Which one is greater? Which one is greater now? What is the printf? Printf percentile D string comparison. Same Rajesh Rama. What is going to be printing? Respond.
-3, sir.
Just a minute, I'm getting it. Just a minute. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, what she said is right. In this particular case, 106 is lesser than 109, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Yeah, because frequent power cuts are happening, so the net is disconnecting many times. Let me share screen again. Fine. So here, I think the second example is clear to all of you. It is going to print -3.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm giving a third example. Rama. What will be the output?
0.
0. Okay. So whenever you are trying to compare the strings, strcmp will be used. I think nowadays, no, anything, whether it is a screensaver in your mobile or by using some pin numbers or your mail ID when you try to enter, the string comparison is going to happen, because at the time of no, you register for any kind of no account, you give a password, isn't it? So in the database, the password is going to be saved. Next time, whenever you type, there is a comparison is going to happen. Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
So that is what actually first time, no, the people say that if new account is there, you try to change your password and all. You get a flexibility of no having some kind of no text in the database, and next time onward, whenever you try to enter into that particular account, whatever you type, this particular string comparison is going to happen. And until unless it's giving a 0, you will not be given an access. Either positive or a negative number, it indicates that it is an invalid comparison, and 0 indicates a successful comparison. Yes or no? Respond. Is it okay? Am I audible or not? Respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is string concatenation. Anything? Yeah, last one is string reversal, right? The last one. I think what all we have discussed. Can you repeat the different string operations? First one is what?
String length.
Second one?
String copy.
Third one? Forgot.
String
concatenation. Concatenation.
Concatenation.
Fourth
String
one?
compare.
String compare. And fifth one is the last one for the today's discussion, which is string reversal. STRREV. Okay, there are two R's are there. Don't get confused. It will be 2 times R, and there will be target. This is the syntax for usage of this particular function. So the functionality is very simple. It is used to reverse a string. To reverse a string. For example, if you wanted to have char is a string declaration. Maybe Ramarao again. Then let me simply use a function strreva. Then followed by I'm trying to printf percentile s. Then it will be a. In anybody tell what will be the output? What is the output?
Sir, reverse of gamma.
Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Only thing is letters are reversed. It will be flipped. The first will come at the last and last will come at the first. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, second example. Char, again a of maybe 4000. Then I'm applying a string reversal. I'm trying to print percentile s a. Can you tell me what is the output? What is the output?
Triple U.
Very good. It's not O, it is a zeros, okay? It's a 0004. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you can simply write string in array A is reversed. Array A contains triple 04. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next class I'll try to tell you the passing an array to a function because it takes again more than 10 to 15 minutes to start. So with this I'll stop here. If any doubts, please ask. Today we have completed all possible string operations. I want all of you. Did I give any assignment so far? Before that, let me stop recording first. Stop presentation and stop recording.